Hey guys, we're back with another video, and in this video we'll be talking about the Black Panther 2 reshooting after the Comic-Con. We already know that Wakanda Forever is going to be adding another character from Marvel Comics, but now there's news circulating that the film is undergoing reshoots to include more of the new guy. Eager to learn more about this? Don't worry, we got you. Let's begin. First up, where did the news come from, and is it authentic? Tenoch Huerta is making an entry into the Marvel Cinematic Universe with a character that fans have been waiting to see. Namor the Sub-Mariner will appear in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and Huerta is thrilled to play the film's main antagonist. Just after the movie's iconic panel during this year's San Diego Comic-Con, Huerta voiced his excitement about playing Namor in the MCU, saying that the instant he was introduced was awesome. He also confessed that seeing people like him become heroes was an empowering feeling, despite his heritage being different. But later, during an interview, Huerta broke the news about the shooting for the film still being under works. Reshoots are an inevitable part of the filmmaking process, particularly for MCU projects. But still, the reshoots for Black Panther 2 aren't expected to be as extensive as those for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Reshoots have already occurred in Wakanda Forever. However, Huerta told W Radio Mexico that the process for the cast and crew is still ongoing. Now that we've decided the info is authentic, what exactly are the reshoots for? Tenoch explains that the reshoots are trying to add little missing pieces to the movie. A Twitter user, @Chavernand, offered English translations for the Namor actor's interview. According to the translations, Huerta said, "I'm doing reshoots that are like little missing pieces, like the take of a hand, a movement, some new framing." Huerta also stated that after the cast and the rest of the crew's presentation at this year's San Diego Comic-Con, he returned to Marvel Studios to continue working on the sequel. That same day, at the end of our presentation at Comic-Con, we went back to the studios to keep working, so I haven't had much spare time. The Mexican star also guaranteed fans that Wakanda Forever was in good hands and everything was in order, so you have nothing to worry about. But is there a chance that more scenes are being added for Namor? Tenoch Huerta has been open about his enthusiasm about playing Namor ever since Marvel Studios revealed his casting. While the actor's cheerful reaction may have backfired due to the news of the sequel's reshoots, it did provide some insight on how important Huerta's role as Namor will be in the film. Given that Namor is the main antagonist of Wakanda Forever, it's understandable that more sequences were incorporated to fully display his MCU debut. It's possible that the new scenes will provide context for Namor's leadership, as well as more scenes that will establish Talocan, the new place that the film has confirmed will be introduced. There's a possibility that Namor's scenes with other actors, such as Letitia Wright's Shuri and possibly Danai Gurira's Okoye, were also reshot. Reshots have become a common practice for Marvel films, and this stage of production has previously enhanced some of the studio's projects. Reshoots for Thor: Love and Thunder, for example, included a flashback montage between the God of Thunder and Jane Foster, providing fans with more perspective about the romantic couple's breakup. While specifics about Wakanda Forever's reshooting are uncertain, it's reasonable to speculate that the new scenes will boost the sequel, similar to what Taika Waititi did with Thor 4. Oh, and have you seen the new promo art? A portion of advertising art for Marvel Studios' Black Panther Wakanda Forever shows the best look yet at Riri Williams' version of the Ironheart armor. Riri is seen wearing what appears to be the Mark I version of her Ironheart armor, which is probably the version she can be seen building in the official Wakanda Forever teaser trailer. Ironheart will likely make a few upgrades of her own in her forthcoming Disney Plus series, much like how Tony Stark improved and revamped his Iron Man armor after creating the initial Mark I model in the MCU. Now for the question we've all been dying to know: when can we watch it? Black Panther 2 is set to hit theaters on November 11th, 2022, making it an ideal holiday box office hit. The film will be released half a year after its initial May 6 launch date. Wakanda Forever will see the return of roles like Letitia Wright's Shuri, as well as the introduction of new heroes and villains to the MCU, such as Dominic Thorne's Riri Williams, also known as Ironheart, and of course Tenoch Huerta's Namor. Chadwick Boseman sadly died in 2020, and Marvel has confirmed that the role of T'Challa will not be recast. Instead, the movie will pay tribute to his memory by following the kingdom of Wakanda as it fights to protect its people from interfering world powers. And when do the tickets go on sale? There is no set date for the release of Black Panther Wakanda Forever tickets. Tickets for the previous two Marvel films, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and Thor: Love and Thunder, were available for purchase 3 to 4 weeks before they were released in theaters. The film Black Panther Wakanda Forever is set to be released in theaters on November 11th, 2022, so we anticipate that tickets will go on sale in the second or third week of of October. If you want to know when they go on sale, turn on notifications for Marvel's Twitter account and sign up for alerts from your local cinema circuit. There will be some wait for Black Panther Wakanda Forever to be up to watch on Disney+. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, the most recent MCU movie to join the streaming services, took about a month and a half to become accessible, as well as other MCU films before that took a few months. So basically, Black Panther 2 should be available on Disney+ around the holidays or in early 2023. In other news from the Marvel Universe, Marvel just announced a new Invincible Iron Man series from Duggan and Frigeri. Marvel has announced a new recurring Invincible Iron Man series from Jerry Duggan and Juan Frigeri, ushering in a new era for Tony Stark. Iron Man has become one of the most well-known superheroes, but his origins in Marvel Comics date back 60 years. Following the conclusion of Christopher Cantwell's run in November with the legacy issue of Iron Man 750, Invincible Iron Man will be rebooted this year. The creative team on the new Invincible Iron Man book would be Jerry Duggan and Juan Frigeri. The new trailer for the series shows Tony in one of his lowest moments ever, with his finances, fame, and links all gone, and a John Wick-style bounty on his head, bringing all kinds of hitmen shooting for him. And Marvel just dropped new details on Tony Stark. She-Hulk Attorney at Law has begun its run on Disney+, with the official launch of its first full episode, following 3 months of advertising material. In addition to She-Hulk's origin story, this first episode prominently covered the Hulk and introduced plot points involving other essential Avengers, such as Steve Rogers and Tony Stark. The first episode of Marvel Studios' She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, provided viewers with an update on Tony Stark's activities in the MCU during the 5-year blip in Avengers Endgame. When Bruce takes Jennifer Walters to Mexico, he uncovers a hidden lab between his cabana containing advanced Stark-level technology. After Thanos' snap, Bruce used this lab, which was filled with monitors and testing equipment, to hone his abilities as the Incredible Hulk. And finally, Black Panther's costumer just joined the crew of Blade. Blade's entire tone and appearance are beginning to come together. With Garcia on board as cinematographer, audiences can expect the MCU to achieve new levels of tense action. Carter's inclusion reveals much more about the film's direction. The costume designer is well known at Marvel Studios, having worked on the legendary costumes for 2018's Black Panther. Wakanda's overall appearance is mainly defined by its costuming, which creates this unique combination of traditional African and super modern sci-fi. It's a distinct Wakandan design language. Carter has the opportunity to replicate Marvel's vampire world in Blade. The costume designer has previously worked on films such as Amistad, and bringing some of that heat to this movie could be an excellent idea. Touches of early 19th century England and the colonies would complement the appearance of ancient vampires. Carter has demonstrated her versatility in her work, so she and her team will undoubtedly come up with something special for Blade. The blood-sucking epic starring Mahershala Ali will be released in theaters on November 3rd, 2023, with filming set to start this October. And that's a wrap for this video. Are you excited about the new Black Panther movie? What do you think the reshooting is for? Last-minute touch-ups or adding more parts for Namor? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.